for parental involvement, and at the same time, you're drawing a line that they can't cross. So I tell parents, you know, when you see my number come up, don't be worried, because that's the first thing parents will do when they're not accustomed to hearing from the school. They see your number, they think something horrible has happened. But the connection that we have with the children as well means that if someone is acting tired, didn't eat their favorite food for the day, I'm going to call you and find out what's going on, because I have that invested in the children, and I want to know that they're fine. I want to be able to give them the care they need throughout the day. I want them to be able to focus on their lessons in the way that they need to. And I need to know if you need to get a good sleep at night, so don't let them nap for an extra hour. Wake them up. Or, yes, you know, we had a really busy weekend and probably the child needs an extra rest. We can accommodate that.
I love that. I love the idea of creating a WhatsApp group. Anthony, you're taking the mic.
No, when I was hearing her talk, all I could think of was the word consistency, which really means that, you know, when you're involving parents, you have to be consistent all the time. And I think that's what you're doing. When you get that funny phone call at 9 o'clock at night or at 6 o'clock, and that's once in a while, you think your child's in trouble. But when you have a consistent communication with your parents,
well, that's why I love the idea of the WhatsApp group, using the technology.
Then that makes more sense. So the word consistency for me is critical when it comes to parent engagement.
You know, it's really incumbent on schools to set a culture of welcoming for parents. And so my mom had me when she was 17, and she had dropped out of school. But yet, she had this amazing emphasis on education. And during my primary school days, she would drop by at random times. Almost like the genie. I was like, where does the woman come from? And she would just come in for 2 seconds. Miss, you doing your work? Miss would say, yes, he is. She was like, okay, pay attention. And she's gone, you know, and she felt welcome to come at any time. And I often don't see that in some schools where even like the PTA, they don't feel welcome at the school.
Well, it's funny because I was watching the Joint Select Committee once, and NPTA said that in some schools they're actually discouraged to have a PTA.
Right.
And I